Good evening, StreamYard and YouTube fans. I had to check my notes here. Um, I wanted to tell you about my next Dice United project, and it's a big one, and it encompasses uh, MLS, the U.S. national team, and the national set. Uh, what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically um, play play my version of the 2019 MLS finals. Uh, I randomly selected 7 teams for the East and 7 teams for the West, and they're going to face each other. And the winner of that game will face the United States All National team. Um, and then the winner of that will play the winner of the All National foreign squad, so to speak. Um, and we'll start with the West. The 7 teams in the West. There are 7 teams in the West and 7 teams in the East. And I got this information from the MLS 2018 soccer card. It said that there were 7 teams for the East and 7 teams for the West for the MLS championship. Um, and uh, the 1 seed in the West came out to be Dallas. The 2 seed was Vancouver. They'll be facing San Jose. The 3rd seed is Colorado. They'll be facing Minnesota. And then Seattle will be facing um, Los Angeles FC. In the East, Toronto is the number 1 seed. Um, and then the 2 seed is Chicago. They'll be facing Philadelphia. The 3 seed is the New York Red Bulls. They'll be facing Orlando City. And finally, FC Cincinnati will be facing Atlanta. And yes, I didn't believe me. I mixed the cards up, and FC Cincinnati is a 4 seed here. So basically, what will happen is I'll play, um, the 2-7 seed, probably first in the West and then in the East, and then I'll play the all national teams. Your number 1 team for the foreign teams is Italy, and actually that's a pretty good pick there for number 1 seed. Um, the 2 seed was Turkey. The 7th seed is England. The 3rd seed is Chile. The 6th seed is Portugal. The 4th seed is the Czechoslovakia, and the 5th seed is France. Um, and in just a second, I will come back and I'll tell you my predictions here. All right, I had to get my sticky notes because I put this on sticky notes. Um, for the first game, I chose Chicago over Philadelphia. Uh, in the I just I have to go away again. Just a second. Okay. Okay. In the first game, I chose Chicago over Philadelphia. In the second game, I chose the New York Red Bulls over Orlando City. And in the third game, I chose Atlanta over FC Cincinnati. That would put Toronto versus Atlanta. And in that game, I would take Toronto. And that would mean that Chicago and New York would play each other. And I would take Toronto over. I mean, as far as uh, Toronto, New York, um, I actually think I would take the Red Bulls. So that would mean in the East you'd have the Red Bulls winning. In the West, I chose uh, Vancouver over San Jose. I took Minnesota over Colorado, and I took Seattle over Los Angeles FC. Um, that would mean Dallas would play Minnesota, and I would pick Dallas in that game, and that would mean Vancouver would play Seattle, and I would take Seattle in that game, uh, which would give us a Dallas versus Seattle West final, and I would take Seattle. And with New York and Seattle, I know that Seattle's really good, but I'm going to take the Red Bulls, um, which is different than what I would have here. Okay, and then they would face, if New York is the winners, then they would face Team USA, and the winner between like the Red Bulls and Team USA would go on to face the all national foreign teams. And in that, the first game I took England over Turkey. Um, I took in the second game between Chile and Portugal, I took Portugal. And in the third game between Czechoslovakia and France, I took France. Um, that means England would play Italy, and that's close, but I would take Italy, real close. And then between the Portugal and the France, I would take France. That would leave you with an Italy France matchup, and I would take France in that. Um, Between New York and USA, um, I would. That's tough, but I'm going to go with the Red Bulls. And between the Red Bulls and France, I would have to take France as the winners. I'm projecting for to win this. I'm projecting France to win this particular series, but like anything, I could be wrong, and we'll see. But before I get to this Dice United project, I want to finish my city bowling league project, and I've got 4 frames to finish just the first game. And what it is it's um, 8 teams, and it's best 2 of 3 single elimination. So after the first round, once the first round, there'll be 4 teams left, and then it'll be the same, and then 2, and then 1. But my next thing to do is to finish my city league bowling uh, project. That's my next thing. Um, but with regards to you know Dice United, I'm going to do an MLS championship. The winner faces Team USA, and then the winner of that will face the winner of the All National Foreign Squad. Um, so it's a 3-in-1 tournament, beginning with the MLS champion, is the best way to put it. Um, but that will not happen until after I finish my City League bowling, and I'll have to go through everything, figure out all the stuff for my city league bowling stuff, um, and I'll do that hopefully over the weekend, so that maybe we can get a couple frames or games in, uh, for Thanksgiving Day weekend. Um, but that's all I have for you tonight. Um, just wanted to tell you what my next project was with Dice United. Uh, you all have a good evening. When you're playing games, always make sure you have snacks. And you all have a good evening, and I hope all your dice rolls are good ones. And if you're looking for a game suggestion, let me know. Put it in the comments. Um, I know of several good games to check out. Um, I know of 3 or 4 that are on my radar for possibly picking up sometime soon, whenever I can afford it. But my next biggest thing after the City League Bowling and the MLS project that I just gave you is to sit down and learn how to play replay basketball. So you all have a good night, and be safe out there.